So, some couple of hours ago, Mohbad's father dropped some bombshell here and there, and a lot of people are kind of like wondering. I'm sure you must have listened to that video. Please go and watch that video. Go and watch the video. You will find translation in it. Also, after Mohbad's father is done talking, there is translation in it. It was just dropped some couple of hours ago, like an hour or thereabout, an hour thereabout. Go and watch that video. In this one, some of the things that was raised and thoughts, people have said to themselves, look, Mohbad's father, Mohbad's mother, and his siblings, you all know some things that we don't know about the demise of your brother, your son. What is this drama and shenanigan? Now, Mohbad's father said, I want to know what happened to my son. That could equal to two things. One, I know what took his life, but I believe that this person is attached to it because this person have not been a good woman, a good wife, a good person to my son. Now, if I have to look back at certain things that I was told where I went to inquire when Mohbad started having crisis, I was told that the demise of my son will come from this woman. Talking about that, I wondered within me, but then I realized that lack, poverty, penury could turn a man or a woman who is supposed to stand as parents into children when they have to open their hands, open their palms, requesting for financial assistance or support from their children. So sad. So sad. I know also that the reason why there is so much turbulence is not so far-fetched. One, the back against each other showcased by Mohbad's mother and father due to you hurt me in the past and greed. And also the police. Because if the police had done what they need to do, it doesn't matter who backed each other, who didn't back each other. Once they are grilled here and there, stories do not match up here and there, they'll be able to find some meat on the bone of investigation. So, what exactly is going on here? I want you to pay attention to this one from the beginning to the end. Yeah, very important. Don't forget that Cynthia was invited in by the police to come and answer, come and explain what pied Mohbad. I'm talking of something recent. And now, there is this talk about, is there a kind of understanding between these people, but because this person was not made the head, they didn't listen to him enough, they didn't at least queue under him. Is that the reason why he's seeking for justice this way? Let us find out what we've never heard before. Like and share, tap on the subscribe button.
Bad or remorse about it. I'm saying it from the depth of my heart, and I'm telling you, and I'll give you facts if you want facts. Just psychological facts, so not that I have. Hello.
I'm with you.
Okay, psychological facts, not like I have evidence. But right from Ijoti Mohbad to Ku, to Sonkwe, there is something about that boy's death. Bye-bye. Lenio, as I stand here, I'll tell you. Bye-bye. Yeah. Our bro. One more can talk about Mohbad. But one confess so far our yin. Look at it today. Lagos State government do take responsibility for autopsy. Baba, she want to saw result autopsy for him.
Only it's the government issue. I am saying they have it available now. I don't know where they are trying to draw the conclusion that the one is inconclusive, but that's not the verdict of the coroner inquest.
So what is making that autopsy, that particular autopsy, inconclusive?
I don't know. I didn't follow it up then, so I think the family have done their own too. So we are waiting for what the family's autopsy will say. so to speak. So, at the government, at the family, the public are not privy to the full stuff. The point is
Let
government.
them. The government
Right.
wonder why inconclusive.
I'm not quoting that because I'm expecting that.
I
the
am
only time-
quoting it for you, sir. I am quoting it for you.
And as I'm saying that the only one I will rely on is the verdict of the coroner inquest judge because they would have to look at the entire document and the process of decision or conclusion and decide for that court. Okay, this particular fact finding on this particular toxicology test is inconclusive. For that reason, you cannot ascertain the cause of death. And if that is a verdict, then so be it. But I don't think she has done that. So whatever
Okay.
it is,
After
whatever it is,
that of the after that of the government, Baba, have you ever sat down to ask yourself how long it takes for autopsy to be done on the deceased?
I think it should not be more than 6 weeks. I about because immediately samples are collected, they will take it to the lab, and depending on the efficacy involved, you cannot speak for the experts, the pathologists.
Yes. No, this is what I'm saying, boss. Because the bar would have now, okay, Lagos State have not given us the accurate result of that autopsy. The family has not bring out their own findings about the autopsy. Now, come to think of it, leave the autopsy aside. If today, Mohbad as a celeb died a mysterious death, and the father will just succumb to burying that boy immediately due to his own. He said he has his own reasons, which he said, "Àgbàlagbà boy, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbàgbé ọmọ yẹn to the celeb, ó need a befitting burial." Nevertheless, let's forget about all this. Now, today, if Adura is coming out to tell us he has facts and the mother is countering it, now, what is bringing about all these issues within the family? Tí wọn ò lè ní family tie over this issue to give Nigerian or to give Mohbad justice. Now, the family itself is segregating on its own, giving us different reasons to have different thoughts. Baba Soloto, Iya Soloto.
That's true. Authority gbogbo yóò fẹ́ accept ní pé gbogbo ohun tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ 1 year ago before government dá sí wọ́n protect àwọn kan. It's still because there is lack of evidence. So máa jẹ́ kí government control bí tó yẹ control sí. And now the only way the public can be sure of knowing the stance of the police and the government is if we maintain say this one tó jáde ẹ jẹ́ ká wò pé àdúrà confess àdúrà bọ́tà sọ pé èyí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́gbọ̀n òun fi onílànà rèé tó bá jẹ́ pàdúrà kan ló sọ tó bá jẹ́ Dàmọ́lá ni if the public hold on to that why should anybody be saying something different ẹ tí understand kọ́ mo sọ because
now today the Adura himself is not ready to come out to confess to that anymore.
The point that's what I'm saying that unfortunately for them ẹni tí wọ́n tì sí lọ́rùn pé ìwọ ni ká sọ pé ó sọ nígbà tí a bá tún máa wọ́ yẹn tí gbogbo wa bá dúró a sọ pé okay ẹ tẹ̀ jẹ́ ká rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wọ lọ́nà méjì and the way you have to do it is that tó bá accept pé òun lòún ṣe ní side ibi tẹ̀sí gbé lọ 5 count charges ní side ibi náà ẹ jẹ́ ká fi lọ́wọ́ ká fi àwọn capital offence tó ní létí mọ́ okay ó parọ́ pé èèyàn kan pa èèyàn síbí ó ṣe kọ́ báyìí olúmọ́lá kejì you are going for 50 years on this one you are going for obstruction of justice you are going for this one èwo ló fẹ́ mú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n ló kọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn àbí kò ṣe wọ́ then apart from that fídíò tí ẹ ti yọ díẹ̀ yẹn ṣé wọ́n ló ní oníwọ̀kọ́ àdúrà tí ọkọ̀ òun ní fídíò orí fóònù òun ló wà kókó bẹ̀ ní pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ àrí fún fídíò yẹn do you understand ibẹ̀ yẹn láti ẹ̀ máa wọ́n kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí mọ̀ so if ṣé ìyẹn ni gómìnà máa tún wá fi position ẹ̀ àbọ̀ ọlọ́pàá wá fi position ọ̀ cover tá a bá dákẹ́ ẹ̀yẹ mẹ́rin lọ́fẹ́ pa if the public wants the case to die down they should not talk about it and not come out tàbá sọ̀rọ̀ pé 27 they should not support this kind of onslaught. Then the case will not go anywhere because Chelsea àti video àti confession o àti tẹ́bá ti gbọ́ pẹ́sẹ̀ kúrò lórí ẹ̀ kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ nìyẹn èwo ló clear jù tó máa nílùú àsíbẹ̀ ju tó wà lẹ́yìn lọ èyí lè tà sọ ìkẹrẹ rí ó wá naturally ó kọjá òye gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tó àti ó kọjá àwọn tó pa Mohbad àti ó kọjá òye anybody it came naturally ó dẹ̀ tá ọwọ́ àwọn méjèèjì tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ that Damola played a very serious role nígbà tí Mohbad kú àtìgbà tó fẹ́ gbé lọ tó lọ stage ẹ̀ pé àwọn rú lọ o Mohbad ti kú o tó ṣe wẹ̀ gbogbo yẹn role tó play yẹn ló fi jẹ́ pé ìyá ṣe ń jẹ́ bọ̀ ó máa stop àjẹwọ́ what you play the role you play bá ṣe ń gbọ́gbọ́n wọn lóun kan ló yọ DVR room CCTV lẹ́ẹ̀ tó yọ ọ lọ dànù. You understand? So kí ni yẹn mú orí tó ṣe pín wọn dáhùn ó mọ orí tó ṣe pín ní àdúrà dáhùn tó sọ pé sọ̀rọ̀ ó mọ orí tó fi jẹ́ pé wọ́n fi sá lọ bá CP ó gba 5 count charges ó mọ orí tó jẹ́ pé eventually so gbogbo yẹn ti kọjá òye anybody àfẹni tí ó bá fẹ́ fèsì Ọlọ́run tó o pé àníwọ̀ Ọlọ́run sẹ́ bí Pharaoh ṣe sọ fún Moses nígbà yẹn pé who is that God tó wá ṣagídí ló máa pọ̀ sí ẹ̀ jẹ́ n tẹ́lẹ̀ sí ẹ̀ wá rí Ọlọ́run wá ní mo ti try fún ẹ mo ti fún yín sign ṣé yọ̀mí ló lọ sí kàdúrà ṣàtẹ̀ yọ̀mí kò mẹ́tò kàdúrà kò rí rí I don't know how it looks like and eventually he wrote down Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ mọ rí tó fi wá sí side ọ̀dọ̀ tiwa èmi gan náà tọ́lọ́run lò mí Ọlọ́run mọ rí tó ṣe ń lò mí just like the way Moses èmi gbà fọlọ́run lò mí èmi kọ́ mo ń lora mi because if there is any reason for me to back up mo ti ní very many reasons láti back up many reasons àti tí mo rí gan àti tí mo rí àti tí àwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ pé yọ̀bí yẹ o àti ṣe oríṣiríṣi nǹkan fún àwọn nǹkan míì tá a lè sọ sí gan tí a gbọ́dọ̀ tí lè sọ maybe later we will say it but òun ṣe ẹran ara nìkan ló ń sọ fún definitely wọ́n lè ní ṣòògùn nǹkan ló jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ ẹ jọ nígbà tẹ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń bú mi tẹ́ ń parọ́ òyìnbó mi tí mo sá lọ kò ṣòògùn àtọ́lọ́ wa ń dẹ̀ mí sí tọ́lọ́ ń kó mi yọ ìgbà ilẹ̀ ń pè so ìgbà tẹ́ ń ṣe kà ẹ̀ ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ ń borúkọ mi jẹ́ táwọn èèyàn ń tẹ̀lé yín tí gbogbo majority go against mi lóògùn gbà yẹn nígbà tọ́lọ́ wa gbéṣẹ́ ìgbàdé ọ̀fẹ́ gbà kọ́ lọ́rùn náà ni tó fi wọ́n dára tí wọ́n ọ̀fẹ́ lọ́mọ tí wọ́n pè sọ ọlọ́run tẹ̀ ló wá ń di ọ̀rọ̀ yìí àròbí ayọ̀bí yẹn ṣáà gbàgbà ní kí ni tẹ̀lé pẹ̀lú I would have just God says you're going to do it and you do it so my brother yes they will so let's just wait ọlọ́run àkọ́tọ́ sì ń jẹ́ ni pé kò sí resources tara àwọn dẹ̀ rówó wọ́n fi ń block gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe yẹn sì ẹ wọ́n rí tó gbé lọ tó ṣe tọkọ counter petition tó ní kọ́ máa àwọn òfin kó wá lórí kìíní kan ẹ mọ iye tó máa ti ná tó fẹ́ block ẹ̀ tó máa yẹ kó bí àpò kò strong lọ fèsì ẹ̀ má da wọn lóhùn wọn fà àwọn lè fẹ́ tó wọn níbọ̀ ṣọ̀lọ́ ni ayé sẹ́yìn wọ́n ti fẹ́ jẹ lọ pé ẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ ti bi pé kéèsì tèmi gan wọ́n fẹ́ fraud mi wà mẹ́ẹ̀ èèyàn wà kọ́ọ̀tù lẹ́ni kọ́ọ̀tù. Even rubbing it to the face of the public. Governor, please come to our aid. Come to our aid. Parents, come to our aid. They must listen to us. They will never ask us. It's our right to assemble. Nobody, you're not committing crime by doing that. Don't destroy public property. Don't disturb public place. But we have right to assemble and walk to Freedom Square. It's a public square. It's a public property. And we're going to be converging there. And we'll be speaking our mind for that one day. And then when it is 7, when it is a little bit dark, we hold our candle and then we'll disperse and we'll go home. Not even about to, you'll be saving your own life, the life of your son, your daughter, who might want to travel anywhere or be in any relationship, have a friend, and they must know taking anybody's life in that way is unacceptable. If the family don't come out, the public will stand and they get justice for the person. So certainly, everybody will start controlling their emotions. They will be controlling their anger. They will be controlling their extreme wickedness and acts of evil. That
Getting justice in a rough terrain can be overwhelming. I mean, come on, let us be sincere. Particularly if you are dealing with forces that do not want you to get answers or results. It's like a man or a woman trying to swim up and the tide is not in any way giving that person the opportunity to swim. That's basically what it is. family, friends, and even the agency that is supposed to do the needful. Since they refused to do the needful, it became stressful. In fact, they are the ones that made it more stressful, not the cooperation of whoever. Because if they did the needful, we will not be where we are today. If you take time to look at the modus operandi of the Nigerian police, you realize that the Nigerian police are very brutal. If they hold you, detain you, there's nothing. And now I'm not saying that this is only specific to the Nigerian police. It's all over the world. You go to the United States, you hear horrible stories about, we are human beings. People take advantage of other people like that. But what I'm trying to say is you will confess what you never involved yourself in. Not to talk of you are part of something. It means if they wanted to grill these guys into submission, they could have done that easily. They could have done that easily. But from the beginning, the person that needed to press the button had already pressed the button. And don't forget that these people went to the same police college, they know themselves, and they were able to shut down some things at the earlier stage. And they were able to cover certain things at the earlier stage, such as, now you heard what Yomi Fabi said, that there is a talk out there that the same person that chatted, the same person they are alleging, that Mohbad's younger brother is alleging, claiming chatted with him, is the one that physically removed the database, the DVR, or is it the whatever, the database that records the footages of the CCTV. There is one that took it out, is one that removed it. He removed it. That is the talk. He removed it, physically removed it. So when the police came, they already had, let's say, 24 hours ahead to plan and plot what they needed to do. Then they now eventually came with the short clip. These people like seconds, 3 seconds. Mohbad is good. And that's it. That's it. That's the end of it. If we don't press and push, it will become a norm. It's not that these things have not been happening, but social media has made it more luminous. And because of that, people have become more smarter, and social media is also catching up with them. We've been hearing stories here and there, but before it gets to us, it would have been, adulterated. Extras would have been added to it. But now, look at it. As it's happening, we are seeing it. Young girls like Cynthia, and even younger than Cynthia, they have become brazen, they've become bold, they've become more wicked. With the advent of Olosho, where a lady of 19, of 18, 16, 20, 20 something like Cynthia, who has no parent to take care of, or they have become so greedy, they want much more than the salary of their parents. They want to wield smartphones that are extremely expensive. They want to be dressed like they are working already. Look at them. They engage with certain kind of men. And this is how they build themselves up. They become wild, wicked, evil. There is nothing. Are you saying, I've asked people, are you saying that all of those people with their iPhone and Androids and all of those smartphones, are you saying they covered the camera of their phones or their battery went low so they couldn't record? No, all these people, they have recordings. It's just that they are part of the arrangement to cover up. It's an intentional thing. You can't say someone that came out and say, okay, let us fake the demise of Mohbad this way. Let us make it appear like it is just some couple of hours like now. You can't say such a person will now comfortably, easily, without being grilled by the police. pressure being mounted on that person. You can't say that person will now come and say, hey, you know what happened? Mohbad passed away on Monday around so time in the afternoon, and so we now waited till Tuesday, and then we now announced it to the public this way. That person is not going to come out to say so, because they will rope you too. They will rope you. So this is like sleeping and waking with the enemy. Sleeping, waking with the enemy. At times, friends are not good to be around you as you rise. You keep them at arm's length because they might not be your friends. It's easy for them to spite you. It's easy for them to have that envy towards you. It's very easy. But as human beings, at times we are more comfortable with people that we know, known faces, people that we were together on the journey together, and we carry and attach dust to ourselves. Look at it now. When he passed away, I started hearing from this Damola. If you hear what that Damola said, I was so shocked. If you hear what Spending said, I was in a shock. I was like, really? They all spilled out certain things that says a lot about envy. Not to talk of the mother of Mohbad. He used me to make money. That boy used me to make money. If not, they used me to make money. These people will not be talking about me 10 years and no see mommy. Such a pity. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this. You heard from Yomi Fabi, you heard the concern of concerned citizens, people who are for justice for Mohbad, their thought towards Mohbad's father. The mystery is so mysterious that people cannot just process it clearly. Drop your comments. See you in the next update.